Brian Wilson is here. He is a music legend, as you know, perhaps best known as a creative force behind the Beach Boys, the family vocal group he co-founded. For the band, he composed, arranged, and produced the most beloved and best-known albums and tracks in their catalog. Pet Sounds is one of the most influential LPs in rock history. It is often ranked as the greatest album of all time. The Grammy-nominated Good Vibrations was the Beach Boys' first worldwide million-selling #1 single and is often considered to be the most revolutionary single ever produced. As a solo artist, Brian Wilson's most successful record is Smile. To date, it has sold nearly 1 million copies worldwide, and for 37 years, Smile was the most famous, unfinished, and unreleased album in rock history. He has a new Christmas album, which is called What I Really Want for Christmas. I am pleased to have him back at this table. Welcome back.
Hi, Charlie. How are you?
How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah. Now, what is it about you producing a Christmas album? Is this something you always...
Well, I'll explain the story behind that. My record executive, Clive Davis,
Oh, I know him well.
called me and said, Brian, I think you should do a Christmas album.
Yeah.
And I said, fine. So he sent over 8 Christmas traditionals, and I chose 2 Beach Boys, and then I wrote 2 individual new Brian Wilson songs, one with Bernie Taupin writing the lyrics, and the other with Jimmy Webb writing the lyrics.
Yeah, Bernie Taupin, who writes for Elton
Oh,
John.
yeah, he's fantastic lyric writer. So is Jimmy Webb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
They're both great.
so, therefore, you were off and running for this album.
Yeah, yeah.
And can I read the titles in here?
Sure.
Where are they? Oh, here they are. The Man with All the Toys.
Right.
What's that about?
It's just about a guy who found Santa Claus and his helpers. Peeked in the window and saw Santa Claus and his helpers in there.
What I Really Want for Christmas.
That's just I can't explain it.
Little Saint Nick, Deck the Halls, On Christmas Day, Joy to the World, and Silent Night's on here.
Yeah.
Great song. Huh?
Oh, silent night, sleep in heavenly peace. Okay.
That's great.
Sleep in heavenly peace.
How about the first Noel?
The first Noel. The first Noel. I can't remember. I can only remember just a little of it.
No, okay, one more. Oh, Holy Night.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Yeah.
Very good. What does Christmas mean to you?
Christmas?
Yep.
It makes me think of Jesus Christ, who's Christmas, Christmas,
Celebrate his birthday.
It should be pronounced Christmas.
Christmas, right.
But no, I thought that Christmas was a time to get closer to the family and to be happy.
It is. The great thing about Christmas is, to celebrate.
Yeah, right.
To celebrate.
Right.
And to be close to family. Have a chance to say to family, to come together around the hearth.
Right.
And listen to music that you've been hearing all your life.
Right.
Now we have a new contribution to what we can hear.
Right.
Yeah. Do you agree that Good Vibrations was the most revolutionary album?
Single? I mean a single.
Single, I mean, yeah.
I think so. I have to agree with people when they tell me that. It took us 6 weeks to record it. It was done in sections, like it was. There were like, I don't know how many sections, 6, 10, whatever sections. We cut one part in one studio, another studio in another studio. We used 5 different studios for the same record.
Yeah.
So we got a unique sound out of it.
Right.
Plus we got some sales. Plus made people happy.
Can't beat that. No. But why was it revolutionary?
Because it was done in a subtler kind of way, and it was just brilliantly constructed.
When people say to you, Brian Wilson is a genius.
Yes.
What do you say?
I say, well, Brian Wilson is a genius. Brian, am I a genius? Maybe I am a genius. Maybe so. Yeah.
There is a certain part of you that is more creative than most of us.
Well, I have my gift.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, what is it?
Music.
It is music.
Yeah.
It is. Do you see it differently, you think? I mean,
how do you mean, Charlie? How do you mean?
Well, I mean, does music resonate with you? Did it resonate with you earlier? Did the capacity to see the possibilities of how sounds come together?
I saw in the future a vision of music in a dream I had one night, and I foresaw the future. And it was way, way, way farther than now even, Yeah. I heard all kinds of celestial, heavenly sounds. It just blew my mind.
Yeah.
I think eventually we're headed for heaven. I think so.
Are you heading for heaven?
Yeah.
All of us have a chance.
Yes.
Today, what brings you the most joy today? Creating music?
Yeah. Actually creating music, singing at the piano, running it, taking laps at a park I go to. I run. I'm trying to get in good shape. Things like that.
Could you have written more lyrics?
Could I have? Mm-hmm. No.
Just not what you do.
No, I can write lyrics, but the collaborators write better lyrics than I can.
People like Bernie and Jimmy Webb,
right.
people like
They're
that.
better than me at that kind of thing.
Yeah. Are you think you're born to do one or the other, compose or write lyrics?
I think I was born to compose music and now and then some lyrics, but mostly music. Yeah, mostly music.
What how do you hear music? Tell me the process for you.
I hear music in my head. I can hear music in my head, but I can't hear a whole arrangement in my head. I can hear a melody, like a melody.
Yeah.
I can hear like da 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 da. I can hear that in my head. But if it's like all kinds of voices and instruments, I can't conceive of it in my head. I'm not smart enough, I guess. Maybe I'm smart enough.
You were smart enough.
I just don't know how to be Phil Spector.
But what would a Phil Spector do?
To what?
To the music. I mean, Phil Spector would be somebody who would be able to take the music and know what to do with it.
He would take the music and he would mold it like this, different instruments and different like voices and violins and angelic voices.
He's like an arranger,
right?
Then?
He's a producer.
Yeah.
But he molds his records. He fabricates them. It's like a Rolls Royce. He constructs the Rolls Royce of the music business. He's considered the Rolls Royce of the music business.
Yeah, because he can do all those kinds of things.
Oh, he can do anything. Yeah.
Now, who does it for you now?
Who does what?
What Phil Spector has done.
I do it for myself.
You do it for yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
You produce, in a sense, your own stuff.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Smile and the success of Smile.
Right.
Was that the most satisfying thing for you musically, the fact that this thing that you had worked on for so hard and for so many years, when it finally came into fruition, it was viewed, Rolling Stone magazine gave it 5 stars. Everybody raved about it. The criticism was overwhelming.
Well, I haven't told you this yet. I'm going to tell you now, though.
Tell me.
We premiered it in London in 2004.
Right.
And people, at the end of the concert, people stood up and clapped for almost 10 minutes. Almost 10 minutes. That's a long standing ovation. That's a very long standing ovation, 10 minutes. You have to admit that,
Did it bring tears to your eyes?
No, not tears. It just brought joy to me. I was so proud. Charlie, I was so nervous to do that show. I was so nervous to do that doggone Smile show in London that I almost had to go to the bathroom and do my thing. But
you were confident that you had the thing that you wanted to create.
Right.
And what you were going to perform that night.
Yes.
Was what you had dreamed of doing. It had come together. You had confidence in it, yet you were still nervous.
Yeah, I was still nervous.
Is it the greatest thing you've ever done?
Smile?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but by far, yeah.
Why?
Because it's got a first movement, a second movement, and a third movement. It's a 3-movement rock opera. We call it a happy teenage symphony to God.
I know you do.
But that's how we constructed it. It was just produced at that level. Yeah.
And more of your genius is there than any other thing you've done.
I would say my genius showed a little bit on Smile. Yes, it was Smile.
We've talked about this before. Why did it take so long?
You mean why we leave it on the shelf for so long?
Yeah, 20 years.
Because I never wanted to finish it. I just didn't want to. I had no real overwhelming reason why not to do it, but I just didn't.
And so what made it the right time to do in 2004?
Well, my wife and I and my publicity agents got together one day for lunch, and they said, Brian, we think it's time to do Smile in concerts, and then record it as an album. And I said, I'm all for it. So I called up my Van Dyke Parks, my friend. He came over and we created a 3rd movement for it, right?
Yeah.
And then we took it to London, like I said before. Then we took it to the studio, and took us a month, 1 month only, to do the whole album.
Yeah. You were great at Live 8, too.
Right.
You were terrific at Live 8. Some say you were the star of Live 8.
Well, I don't know about star of Live 8, but I really remember it pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, this was in Glasgow. Where were you?
I think it was Berlin, wasn't it?
You in Berlin?
Yeah.
But you really did the praise for you coming out of that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
What, is it magic for you when you perform?
Is it magic? Mm-hmm. Yeah. The band that plays behind me is magic. Yeah.
All of that. You never lose it.
I have an 18 or 19 piece orchestra, total orchestra, including strings and horns.
Right.
And I'm telling you, Charlie, I'm telling you, they're the best. They are the best that I've ever worked with.
How about Johnny Cash?
Johnny Cash, I never liked.
You never liked him as musically.
No, I never did.
Walk the Line.
No, I never liked him.
Folsom Sit.
No, I never liked him.
The music.
His music I like, but his voice kind of bothered me. To be honest with you.
Yeah, no, I'm fascinated by it. But what was it that bothered you about it, you think?
Because of you, I walk the line. It was just he had a strange voice, you know.
Whose voice do you love?
Whose voice do I love?
Love.
Oh, my daughter's.
Really?
Yeah.
Is she going to be a singer?
She might. Sure.
You want her to be?
I want. Yeah.
Would you like for your children to be in the music world?
Yeah. Yeah.
Better introduce them to Clive Davis very quick.
Right.
It's great to have you here.
Thank you.
I know, it's great to see you. What's coming up for you beyond this release of this Christmas album?
The album, you mean?
Yeah.
What's
Beyond
coming
that.
up for me?
Yeah.
Well, more trying to write songs for my rock and roll album next year.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it.
What's the album going to be?
It's going to be a rock and roll album with very, very, very energetic and fast-moving, groovy, down-the-pipe rock and roll. It's going to be right down the pipe, rock and roll type trip.
Does it make you sad that the Beach Boys ended?
Did it make me sad?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. My brothers died too. My brothers died. And yeah, I was a little saddened by it. Yeah.
What was the joy of that for you? What was it great?
The joy of breaking up?
No, the joy of being there, having the Beach Boy, being part of the Beach Boys.
Oh, I was proud as hell. I mean, I really was proud to be a Beach Boy. I really was. They're a very good group. They were, in their time, they were probably one of the better groups in the whole business.
They sure were. The Neil Diamond.
Yeah.
What's the relationship with Neil Diamond and his new album?
Well, I don't really know him. I don't have a relationship with him.
Yeah.
But I made up some background vocals for one of his songs called Delirious Love.
I know.
And we did it on the Jay Leno show. I don't know if you saw it.
I didn't see it, but I know about it.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's that. That was that.
But the point is that somebody approached him with the idea that, it'd be great to have you do something for the album. And I think he said, God, that would be wonderful, but he'd never do it.
Well, I surprised him. He called me up and he goes, Brian, I'm so blown out over those vocals you did. He goes, they're so angelic. They're angelic. I said, thank you, Neil. Thank you.
Yeah.
He thought I was angelic.
Are you angelic?
Yeah. Yeah.
You are a little bit angelic, aren't
Yes.
you? Yeah.
Yes.
So are you going to do more of that kind of thing? I mean, other singers you might...
Only if I'm asked.
Yeah.
Only if I'm asked to do it.
Yeah, but don't you think you'd be asked if people knew that you'd be receptive?
I think Neil called, so that's one,
You like his voice?
Yeah. Yeah, I've always liked Neil Diamond's voice. Always. Always liked it.
Who do you like, the other kinds of musicians that you have great admiration for, either as composers?
Okay, I'll run it down for you. Paul McCartney, John Lennon,
Right.
Phil Spector,
Right.
Burt Bacharach, Motown, like that. Those
Jimmy Webb.
Jimmy Webb, Elton John, the Rolling Stones. I mean, I can go up the Beatles. I can go on forever.
Yeah, and see, what's interesting about this is the fact that you named the people that have had longevity.
Right.
These are the people that everybody else would say they'd be high on my list too, which says for you with your creativity and you're a musicologist, whatever the right word is.
Right. Musician.
Right. Puts it together. Is there anything that you had Smile and you live with Smile?
Right.
Anything else that you have lived with wanting to do that you have not yet done?
Like I said, my rock and roll album.
That's it.
That's my biggie for the year. Yeah. I can't tell you enough about it, Charlie. There's no way, Charlie. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. We're going to make an album, a rock and roll album.
And then you'll take it on the road?
That's very possible. Yeah, very possible.
So after all the things that you have been through,
yeah,
it worked out okay.
So far, let's put it that. Knock on wood. So far, it's worked out okay.
Well, when the rock and roll album comes out, will you come here?
You know I will, Charlie. You know I will.
Because I promised I'd let you out of here so you could go meet your dinner plan.
No. We're not going to. I was kidding you about that.
I thought you had to go to dinner.
No, we're going to go right now. We're going right now.
All right. Great to have you here.
Thank you, Charlie.
When the rock and roll album comes out, you'll come back here.
I will come back.
And we'll listen to it.
All right, Charlie.
Thank you for joining us.